How many contradictions are there in the Trinity faith? The Bible says God is one. The Trinity say God is three. God declares he is God alone. The Trinity says God is not God alone, but three gods. The Bible says we must believe Jesus is God's son. The Trinity says we must believe Jesus is God. Jesus said he is a man. John 8:40. The Trinity says Jesus is God. Saint Paul said Jesus is the second man from heaven. 1 Corinthians 15:47. The Trinity says Jesus is God from heaven. Jesus said his Father is greater than he. John 14:28. The Trinity says Jesus is equal with God. The Bible says the one true God gave the world his begotten Son Jesus. The Trinity says the one true God gave himself. Saint John taught in John 1:1. The Word, Jesus, was with God. The Trinity says the Word, Jesus, is the God. Saint John said, no one has ever seen God. John 1:18. The Trinity says thousands of people saw Jesus who is God. The Bible says, for God cannot be tempted. James 1:13. The Trinity says Jesus is God who was tempted. You have seen just some of many Trinitarian contradictions. Coming next, see many more contradictions in the Trinity faith. Or read the full article on the link below and see 40 Trinitarian contradictions.
Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only he who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. Many will say to me on that day, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name, and in your name drive out demons and perform many miracles? Then I will tell them plainly, I never knew you. Away from me, you evildoers.